What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I was just sent a video. Video came out yesterday, and it's by Neil Dazad. Go ahead and check out the channel. Check out the video. For those of you that are all invested and interested in all the new drama that's surrounding my name, right? I've never met Neil Dazad. But I have to be real as far as, for the most part, he's been pretty level-headed while he's been on YouTube. And the video he was talking about today was something that pretty much I've said. But once again, it's about Dubs and Dubs paperwork, right? Which cracks me up. And it's true, he's talking about people saying things that they don't know to be facts. And, when I keep hearing Dubs got exposed, Dubs is being exposed, and it just cracks me up because it's like, whatever I did, right, never told on nobody. Let's get that off the top. I never told on my crew, never turned on my crew, never told on nobody. Okay? But it doesn't stop people from saying that I did. And then when they say Dubs is finally getting exposed, you see all this ink on me? The people that I fucked with in there, they know my ink. They know my face. They know my voice. So if they know all the details, the people I was fucking with, if they know the details of what happened, how are some squares and net bangers really talking about Dubs got exposed? Just think about that for a minute, right? It's pretty fucking hilarious to me. Those that I was doing things with, they know everything that I knew. Everything that we were doing. None of that ever got fucked up. None of it. They know that. I would be shocked if people that I fucked with in there had a negative thing to say about me. I really would. I mean, I know what they would say, right? But I truly, knowing what I know, knowing that nothing ever got fucked up, I'm not worried about what some cat that never did nothing real behind those walls for anything. I'm not worried about what they say. I'm not worried about what they do. I'm a member of society now. I worry about my stuff out here, taking care of my family, taking care of bills, stuff like that. I tell my stories about prison to open people's eyes, to give them a glimpse at what the reality is in there. People get offended because I use the word legends. So I use the terms that fit those people when they choose to speak on me. If you don't understand differences, that's a lack of understanding on your part. One thing that Neil Dazad said I've had private conversations about this, and the fact for him to even admit it, that made me have even more respect. People are on a need to know basis. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. When you're behind them walls, you only gonna know what you need to know. You might think you know what the game is. You might think you know what time it is. You don't. You don't. Unless you've really, really had those conversations with those men and they've confided in you, then you get an understanding of things on a different level. Again, I was a nobody, but I had really good conversations with people. You never hear me talk about that stuff. I never will. People keep expecting me to feed you or to feed them the story. What happened? What happened happened in prison. It stays in prison. The people that were involved, they know. But it's these dudes out here that if we were on the yard together, you would have never asked me to explain myself to you. You wouldn't have been able to. Only a legend would have been able to have me sit down and explain something. The rest of you wouldn't. And then you think that I owe you an explanation here on social media? A world that you never lived in? Rules you never lived by? And I owe you something? No. What I owe everyone is a true glimpse of what prison's really like. And what struggle is really like. And I owe you to show you that people can change. That a lot of those dudes in there, the vast majority of them do deserve a second chance. And if they're given a second chance, they will be productive. Those are the things that I owe. I do not owe anyone anything. And keep in mind, me not getting into details, those that know.